Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. Now briefly and quickly, this channel is all about being honest with the viewers. Blackburn away tomorrow. Unfortunately for me, I can't make the trip. I'm absolutely devastated. This is like one of the first games I've missed in like the last 2 seasons. So it's really difficult for me to sort of like come to grips that I'm not going to go to the game tomorrow. But I am going to go to Wigan on Tuesday. I'm going to go to Millwall and then hopefully get a ticket for Bristol at the end of the month. With the bus leaving at 4:30 in the morning, yeah, it's going to be pretty brutal. But anyway, like I say, so that's basically clear up. No match day vlog tomorrow, people. I just purely can't be there because I don't get paid till next Friday. So apologies to anybody that's expecting me to go to Blackburn tomorrow to meet me or to be on the vlog or whatever. I'm sorry, I apologise, but like I say, no, I wanted to get out here. I wanted to be honest. I wanted to tell everybody, obviously everyone's been asking me. I was hoping to get there, but unfortunately I can't be there. So yeah, apologies for anybody that was excited for the match day vlog. But listen, it will be back for Wigan anyway. But yeah, let's move into it. It's a Blackburn away tomorrow. I've been a fair few times myself. The first time I went, we got beat 1-0. David Dunn hit him into the box and straight to the bottom corner. I went again. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank got a hat-trick and George Boateng scored his first ever goal for Butter in the 4-0 win. Robbie Savage got sent off and then a goal disallowed. I went again. Trying to think back now how many times I've actually been to Blackburn. This is mental. I went again last year. Fletcher 1-0 and I've been... Oh man, I must have been before then. Do you know what it is? I've been that many times, I often forget the result of half the times I've been to Blackburn. It's probably on my ticket wall. But I say Blackburn away, I've probably been about 4 or 5 times. If I manage to get a ticket for Bristol, it'll be my 4th visit to Bristol. It is a hell of a long way to go, Butter fans. So anybody that is actually going to that game will be on Sky Sports. Hat off to you as well. But yeah, Blackburn away tomorrow. A few ex-Butter players and manager and captain. Or Blackburn, of course, is ex-Butter captain. Legend to the football club. Absolutely love the guy still, Tony Mowbray. Do you know what I mean? And listen, I always check out for the Blackburn result because one of the Borough legends, in my opinion, who is a legend, manages the football club. So yeah, big up Tony Mowbray. Got Stuart Downing's there as well. Harry Chapman's there, Richie Smallwood's there. Fair few ex-Borough players there as well. And funny enough, they all came through the academy. So yeah, there you go. All the academy players that came through the Borough's ranks are all at Blackburn now. And I think it'll be an interesting test tomorrow. How do I feel going into it? I think the quicker that Woodgate gets first win of the season, the better for everybody surrounded with the football club. I think at the minute, fans are a little bit sort of, I don't know, a little bit nervous, would you say? Nobody's really too optimistic. And I think everybody just wants that first win to come for the Borough. I know it's early days still, but I think everybody wants the first win to come for the Borough. Just so everybody can sort of like chill out a little bit, you know what I mean? So at the minute, everyone's kind of on the edge of the seat, a little bit nervous. Don't know what's going to happen for tomorrow. Hoping for the 3 points. Something inside of me is giving me the same feeling that I am going to the Crew game, which is don't be too confident. But again, could that be the fact of that, you know what I mean, Woodgate hasn't got his first win of the season yet, so my brain's telling me, listen, don't get too confident. It could be a matter of things. But as always, I've got my trusty book of notes, Blackburn Rovers. So far this season games, they haven't won a game yet, like Borough. They lost the first game of the season at home to Charlton 2-1. Went away to Fulham and got beat 2-0 away. The only win they've got is inside the Carabao Cup, which was a pretty tough game for them against Oldham at home. But they did pull through and they scored 2 goals in the 91st minute was Stuart Downing. Then the 97th minute, I believe, winning 3-2 against Oldham at home. Now then, the Borough, well, it's not really been great, you would say, so far. Drew our first game away at Luton, 3-3. Lost to Brentford at home, 1-0. And then Crew, of course, we drew 2-2 in regular time and penalties. Lost 4-2. And Marcus Brown and Britta Sombolonga both missing their penalties. Now, that's what I'm saying to you. At some point, our first win's got to come, and hopefully it comes sooner rather than later, because I'd hate to go to Blackburn tomorrow, have another defeat, or even another draw. But I do think if we have another defeat, what's the crowd going to be like for Wigan at home? You know what I mean? Because obviously, listen, I'm not going to start blaming Woodgate. I've always said this. I'm not going to start blaming him. He's got his philosophy. He has to get across to the players. But for his sake, and for us fans' sake, and for me, everyone positive again, everyone sort of on the same sort of wavelength, we have to get our first win. For me, it has to come tomorrow at Blackburn. If it doesn't come tomorrow at Blackburn, I'm a bit worried for the crowd on Tuesday night. You know what I mean? Just see how it goes. But hopefully tomorrow, I'm just praying and hoping I'm going to get the first 3 points. Of course, players to watch out for them. Bradley Dack, big fan of the guy. Loved him at Gillingham. Was always praying that Borough would have signed him. Of course, he went to Blackburn. The guy is a talent. And listen, man, I mean, he can pop up at any time. Whether or not he comes on as a sub or whether or not he starts the game. Bradley Dack, excellent player. Danny Graham still got a bit in his locker as well. Do you know what I mean? Every now and again he comes out and scores your goal. Of course, Stewie Downing's there now as well. Scored inside the cup game. Will he want to score again? Well, yeah, probably. Harry Chapman, bit injury prone, but again, if he plays, his pace, his skill, his flair is always something to watch out for. And Bradley Johnson has been around a long time. He played inside the playoff final against the Borough for Norwich. Obviously, that's when Norwich beat us 2-0. Do you know what I mean? I thought he had an excellent game that day. And then, of course, he played for Derby. And most games he played decent for them. And now he's at Blackburn. So, you know what I mean? That's one to watch out in the midfield. Really, it is all about the midfield. Up front, Danny Graham, decent as well. I think it's what's his name? Breton or Breton or something like that he's called up front. He's also a decent player. My starting 11 for tomorrow, it changes. And this is the team I'll probably rock throughout the season. I'll probably go Dan Randolph in goal. The back four, Dexdale, Ayala, a drop shot and bring Friend back in. Even though he didn't have his best game against Crewe, I don't think he was 100% fit. Do you know what I mean? There was a rumour going around that he was only 75 to 70% fit anyways. So I'll probably put him at left centre-back, with Baller at left-back. The three inside the midfield, I have Lewis Wing, I have Johnny Howson inside the middle of it, and I have Marcus Brown. Beauty for Johnny Howson. He's been, well for me, he's got a talent, and when he's at right back, you can't really see that attacking presence of him that much. Now we've actually got a right back in. Put Johnny Howson back into the midfield, watch what the guy can do, because everybody knows how talented he is inside the midfield. Do you know what I mean? Listen, he captained Norwich, inside the attacking role, inside the Premier League, back when they were back in the Premier League a few years back. Of course, still there now, but I mean a few years back when Johnny Howson played for them. And I say Marcus Brown as well. Flair, skills inside the midfield, it's something you need. But I think you've got Lewis Wing, you've got Marcus Brown either side of each other, and then of course you've got Johnny Howson sort of doing that sweep role, and also trying to provide the sort of like, I would say, like forward attack. I think that's all good, man. So for me, Johnny Howson, yeah, put him back inside the midfield and see exactly what he does. And then of course up front is Fletcher, Johnson, and then up front, well, I should say the main man ahead of them is Britt Assombalonga. And if we get a penalty, Britt, please score it. But yeah, I think that's the team I'll probably rock all season, unless there's a few changes. But watching the Crewe game, I wouldn't start Clayton, I wouldn't start Saville, I wouldn't start Shotton. I think any players that sort of low in confidence, what do you do with them? Do you start them even though they're low in confidence, or do you let them sit from the sideline? But that, you know what I mean, is that going to damage your confidence? And I honestly think that Ryan Shotton's got a bit of like a confidence problem at the minute. It probably isn't his fault, do you know what I mean? It's probably just low in confidence, low inside morale. And it's the case of, if you bring George Friend back in for him, how is it going to affect Ryan Shotton then? Is he going to be a bit more sort of gutted that he sat on the sideline not playing, or if he plays, he's going to, do you know what I mean? It's a whole bundle of things, but hopefully tomorrow I'm just praying that we can get the win. I know that we got allocated 3,500. I don't know how many of them we sold. Hopefully the full allocation, and hopefully, as always, very, very, very good atmosphere inside that away end. Like I said, good I can't be there with you know what I mean, with all the Borough faithful, but hopefully I'll be at Bristol. Score prediction for this one then. A weird game at Blackburn. Do you know what I mean? Listen, even though they haven't got a win yet, and that's the thing you've got to look at. Blackburn haven't won a game yet. Borough haven't won a game yet. They're both in search of the first win. They're at home advantage. Makes it a hell of a lot harder for us. If this was a home game, I'd definitely put Borough down to win it. But with us being away from home, I think it's going to be tough, man. I'm trying to think of a score prediction. I don't know what to give. I think that they will score. And I think we'll score one. I'll probably go for a 1-0. Yeah, listen, I don't want to draw, but I'm going to go for a 1-0. I think it's going to be a tight game tomorrow. Both teams want to go and get the win. You know what I mean? Both teams need the 3 points, and at some point, listen, whatever I'm saying here, whatever I'm saying here, it's probably how Blackburn fans are feeling themselves, because they'll be looking at themselves going, yeah, well, listen, Blackburn, they get the first win of the season as well. So it makes it up overall for a good game. I think it will be a tight one. I really do. Do you know what I mean? But Tony Mowbray, he's been a manager for a while now. He's been kicking about inside the football and work for a long time. He'll know about these sort of games. Coming up against Jonathan Woodgate, who's obviously, you know what I mean, inside of his first ever managerial job. You know what I mean? Listen, just hopefully we can get the win. But I'm going to go for a draw. I don't know. Yeah, something's just telling me, don't be too confident. I don't like that feeling, Borough fans, but it happens every now and again. And it's happened again. So yeah, I'm going to go Borough 1, Blackburn 1. The goal scorer for the Borough, I'll go for Ashley Fletcher. And for them, I'll go for Bradley Dack. But like I say, do you know what I mean? Tomorrow's going to be a tough game. There's absolutely no doubt about it. Credit to all the Borough fans travelling down there as well. Make loads of noise. You know what I mean? Get behind the boys for the full 90 minutes. Even if you go behind to a goal, keep on the singing, man. Do you know what I mean? Keep on getting behind the lads. It's going to be a good season, Borough fans. Trust me. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me on the backside. But Listen, as always, people, check out my social medias. Link inside the description. My Instagram, I go live in there all the time. I post most on my Instagram. My Facebook, I go live every couple of days, and I will be going live before the match tomorrow and after the match tomorrow on my Facebook page. So if you're not on my Facebook, go and like it now. My Twitter, I know I just post stuff about the Borough, put UTB every now and again, but yeah, I say, man, check out all my social medias. Link inside the description. Leave your score predictions down below, Borough fans. What do you think? And of course, Blackburn fans as well. What do you think the lineup will be tomorrow? And how are you feeling going into the game? As always, as I've already said, like, comment, share, press that subscribe button, and I will see you Sunday for the review of the game. Up the Borough.